We come to this place for magic. We come to AMC theaters to laugh, to cry, to care. Because we need that, all of us. That indescribable feeling we get when the lights begin to dim. And we go somewhere we've never been before. Not just entertained, but somehow reborn. Together. Dazzling images on a huge silver screen. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our heroes feel like the best part of us. And stories feel perfect and powerful. Because here, they are. AMC theaters. We make movies better.
Nothing in this life is free, or so my dad told me, or so my dad told me. If nothing in this life is free, then explain to me why I'm doing this for free, Dad, if that's even your real name. All aboard? Welcome to my show. Is it relatable? Like subtle Asian traits, subtle Asian traits. Welcome to my show. Is it consequential? Are you stopping Asian hate by watching this show? The answer is yes. The answer is no. I hope you laugh, but mainly I hope you cry. I hope you laugh, but mostly I hope you. Laughing is free. Crying is free. Nothing is free. Your mileage may vary, but this is how it happened to me. Laughing is free. This show is free. Nothing and nobody is free. Your passage may vary, but the fare is being paid, you see.
Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Wait, is someone texting on their phone right now? Okay, iPad. Owl, can we maybe, like, the show has started? I mean, what are you even doing on there? Applying to college? Wow, I mean, first of all, proud of you, but, does that mean you be leaving soon? Is anyone else here applying to college? You applying to college? Plant? Yellow cactus, a friend group of cacti. People say this country has never been more divided. I want to show you there are still things that bring everyone in America together. Baristas at the Starbucks are going on strike, and my high school crush drives an Uber at night. Hard-working teachers don't get paid a fair sum. Everyday Americans are squeezed at the pump. All different walks of life, somehow more alike than unlike now. All different walks of life, somehow they all coordinated to do this one thing: reliably butcher my name. Projectile vomit, what I'm called. Where am I from?
Probably like Japan, right?
You were dying to know, as you unthoughtfully, insistently, confidently butcher my name. My name's Yan Yan, don't call me Yan Yan. My name is Yan Yan, don't call me Yan Yan. When I
was just 6, Mama pulled me aside. She said, pick an Anglo name that they can say right. As for your real name, maybe leave it behind. Would they have picked on you if you had simply stayed quiet? Drawn to blood, they won't stop feeding. Change your name and staunch the bleeding. Brave new world, not far from danger. Do you feel like your own stranger? Thank us when you're older, our plan is foolproof. Your new name is Brian and now they super won't reliably butcher your name. Brian, but you spell it with a Y. Projectile vomit, the one we dreamed up for you. Where are you from? They'll demand to know. Unless your name's Brian, problem solved. Now you won't feel so damn alone. My name, Yan Yan, don't call me Yan Yan. My name is Yan Yan, don't call me but you spell it with a Y. When I was just 6, Mama pulled me aside. She said, pick an Anglo name that they can say right. Reliably butcher my name. Change your name and start the bleeding. All this fuss over a name. 20 years you've been protesting, correcting. Want to see what you've been missing. Listen. Brian's story. Brian has a dog named Gary, 2 kids and a wife named Mary. Brian lives in Palo Alto, works for Google, he's a nice dude. Brian doesn't need to be loud, strangers bristle if you seem proud. May is double API, more Chris Pratt films on Amazon Prime. Goes on business trip to China, would prefer to speak in English. Visits home, says he would come more, but the government is backwards. And I ask, is he well fed? Wonders why he ever left. Tries to pronounce his name in English, stumbles last and falls in silence. Napoleonic fetish, gambling, Stockholm syndrome, desperate rambling, cheats on his wife in Chiang Mai. Kids are distant, Gary died, loved ones have all gone away. Secures funding, sell your race, adaptogenic Asian tea leaf, start a B Corp, make a milli. You see Brian did just fine, changed his name and changed his mind. The fare you traded for passing surely promises a toll on you. The fare you traded for passing surely promises a toll on you. The fare you traded for passing surely promises a toll on you. The fare you traded for passing surely promises a toll on you. When we first moved to America, my dad brought over all of these Chinese textbooks so he could teach me while I was young. Now that I'm older, I feel like it's probably time for me to pass it along. Hey, Mr. Yan, it's time for a Mandarin lesson!
Hey kids, it sure is! Are you ready to learn some Chinese vocabulary?
Yeah!
Alright, let's do it! Mando, it's Mando. Tell me what you wanna know.
Puppy!
Puppy? Puppy is 小狗.
Kitty!
Kitty? Kitty is 猫咪.
The Fall of Saigon!
Sorry, what? The Fall of Saigon? Why? Look, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you guys do this every week. You wanna know about injustices? Mr. Yan has a lot to say about injustices. People were trying to get onto helicopters. The amount of money that your parents pay me is very small. It is essentially volunteering at this point. Sometimes they forget to pay me and then they're like, oh wait, I thought we already paid you. I'm like, no, you didn't pay me. And they're like, well, it's such a small amount of money. Do you still even want to be paid? Rein it back in and let's make it about animals again, okay? Can we make it about animals? Can we please make it about animals?
Mando, it's Mando. Tell me what you wanna know.
Bunny!
Yes, good. Bunny is 小兔.
Turtle!
Yeah, there you go. Turtle is 乌龟.
Racial melancholy!
Nope. You did not understand the assignment, okay? First of all, that is not something that I even know what is. Whatever the thing you just said, I don't know what that is. Did you read about it in like a research paper or something? Should you be reading research papers? Next time you pick up a research paper, ask yourself if a 6-year-old should be reading a research paper. You are not qualified. You are too young. Your brain is too young. Your brain is extremely small. Your brain is shriveled. It is like a little walnut. It is smaller than a walnut. It is smaller than a pecan. It is smaller than a sunflower seed. You have a tiny brain. All you kids have tiny brains. I have a brain that's slightly bigger than yours, but I also have a BS in sports medicine. That means I am a bachelor. That means I am a man of science. I am a bachelor of science. You guys, on the other hand, have tiny brains. You guys have tiny walnut-shaped brains. Your brains are as small as walnuts, and walnuts are very hard and dense. One more slip up, I'm gonna slit your throat! Try this one more time, and I swear to God, animals.
Mando, it's Mando. Tell me what you wanna know.
Andrew, yay! Okay, nope. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Turn the camera off. You know, while I was writing the show and going out and doing open mics, I thought a lot about what people truly want from comedy. And after looking around and seeing what a lot of people are enjoying, I think I finally know. What the peak of comedy truly is.
The peak of comedy is doing an impression of your immigrant parents' accent. You cannot convince me that is not the peak of comedy, the pinnacle of novelty. Praise our Lord and Savior, Uncle Roger, teach the children how to climb the peak of comedy. Mommy, don't let me proud of me. I turned your life into a joke, and from the snow I awoke on the peak of comedy. A quiet chill creeps up upon me. Oh dear Lord, what have I done? I'm a fucking icon. The accents just for the show. Obviously, I sound white and that is super dope. Oh, the accents just for the show. If I actually talk like that, I would probably kill myself. The accents just for the show. Millions tune in to watch me exaggerate. The accents just for the show. And the show is for... I forgot what the show is for. And I forgot at the parent show until in 3rd grade I insisted on speaking for the both of us. Couldn't stomach the thought of even one more person laughing at you. Though I'm proud of you, I'm disturbed by the things you've been through. How could you protect me? I was so busy protecting you. How can you protect me when I think that I'm protecting you? Do you even have a clue? Do you have any sense of humor? Was it taken all away? Did you give it up day by day? I buried your love for safekeeping, but now it's far too deep a dive. I'm doing what it takes to survive. The jesters wanted alive. So the accents just for the show. The fare you pay has taken a toll. They're laughing still, but now I'm in control. Your accent's just for the show. Your heartache's just for the show. You and me just for the show. Our stories just for the show. Your darkest days for the show. Hey, it's a modern minstrelsy. Won't you come and patronize me? Stranded on the peak of comedy. Won't you come rescue me? In the lounge with the cool kids, it's college orientation, playing music that they fuck with. They're asking
for my recommendation. I say, play the phrase, specifically how to save a life. They look at me in total silence, and as if in slow-mo they start to laugh. My life is ruined. How did it turn out so wrong? I had many hopes and dreams, but now they are dead and gone. Walking down the street with my friend, he says he's a fan of emo bands. I say that I also am. He says, oh really, what's a band you like? I say, it's the Fray. Total silence descends upon us. According to him, the Fray's not emo, and that's when he begins to laugh. My life is ruined. How did it turn out so wrong? I had many cherished friends, but like my dreams, they're dead and gone.
Child Don't Be Long is brought to you by Owl's Cakes. Owl's Cakes. They're very sweet. Heritage. Instinct. Ovens. Using sugar in place of flour. Owl's Cakes. They're very sweet. Have you suffered injury due to one of Owl's very sweet cakes? You may be entitled to compensation. Call Owl, attorney at Lao, or better yet, we'll call you from a +86 mainland China number. Owl's Cakes, you're going down, punk. Don't be scared. This is what it looks like when you get a call from a +86 mainland China number. Just showing you in advance so you're not scared if we end up calling you. When I was 17 years old and still in high school, I was super nervous and apprehensive about what the future would hold. So, I wrote a letter addressed to my older self. This song is called Dear Future Me.
Dear future me, I just turned 17. I'd love to know that you're doing fine. Maybe you could drop me a line. What's it like in college? Did you major in physics or art? Did you finally prove them wrong? Did you find where you belong? Did you fall in love? Did you fall down? Did you get up? Did you feel the things you never did before? And by the way, how was the race war? Dear future me, I'm trying to foresee. I'd love to know that you're doing fine. Maybe you could drop me a line. Back to the race war. Was it scary or was it kind of fun? Did you use a cool weapon or something quirky like a crossbow? Did you fall in love with somebody on the other side and had to assassinate her like Jon Snow had to do in Game of Thrones? Was it really tough to kill someone you love? How could you live with yourself? I guess I was fan by that war. Did the whites regret it when they started reaping what they'd sown? If one more Asian could have been in movies, maybe Delaware wouldn't have burned. What about the people of color who were very rich? Maybe they helped us turn the tide. Most likely they switched sides. Dear future me, tell me, how do I get ready for the impending race war? Is that why there are gun stores in the neighborhoods that don't get any shade from the sunlight? Not like the ones with palm trees. Look around and you'll see people slaughtered for just being wild. The adults in the room keep stalling. Who can really take it anymore? Let's grab our stakes and pitchforks. Things just keep on getting worse. The train has left town. There's nowhere left to go but now. Tell me it's not human nature. Was it me that made the wager to bottle up calamity, then pass it on to future me? Look at me. Do you have the answers I seek? Or are you lost, just like me. You're much older, are you still that naive kid who barely made it through high school? High school sucks, the world's not better. I'll be okay, are you okay? Just promise me you'll write back to me. Sincerely, future me.
I've been trying to figure out how this show should end. I keep all these voice memos on my phone, like 132 voice memos in. Here's one option.
Maybe I'm not the one you're looking for, but I'll always be there if you ever need a helping hand. That's what I tend to say I like about myself. It's been 20 years since my friends all went away. I wish it would go back to the way it was before. I know what I know now. This is how it happened. 2002, Denver, Colorado. A couple boys playing in a band at church. They wrote a song called Cable Car about two brothers drifting apart. What should we call our band? They wrote down names on scraps of paper. Picked one at random and as clear as day. Two cool words, the fray. And this is how it happened. Meanwhile, Cable Car was going platinum. That's when the fray heard from God. God told the fray, while Christian music's cool, not a lot of people listen to it. He called on the fray to make mainstream music, and the fray was like Roger that. They wrote a song called How to Save a Life. In 07 I heard it, and this is how it happened. I cried when I heard that song. I didn't think that was wrong. During college orientation, I showed people the song, and they laughed at me, and now my life is ruined. And this is how it happened. And this is how it happened. The fray became a band, and God told them to be more mainstream, so they wrote a song which I listened to. I might also have gone to a fray concert in Fargo, North Dakota. That's neither here nor there. Then I played the song to people I just met, then they laughed at me. Now my life is ruined, all my friends are gone. This is how it happened, and this is how it happened.
You know, there are a lot of people whose voices and stories aren't heard. This next song is not about those people.
He's white and he has a lot to say. He's white and he has a lot to say. So listen up, don't turn away, 'cause he's white and he has so much to say. He wants to clarify it's not because he's white that he has a lot to say. He says the way I said it made it seem like the amount of things he has to say is tied to his race, but that is not the case. He's white, and I guess separately he has a lot to say. His whiteness has no bearing on the fact that he has so much to please. Listen up, don't you turn away, no, or else he says he'll put you back in the camps. He's white, and he has a lot to say. And what he wants to say is that recently he started making kimchi.
Some of the songs I wrote didn't meet the Yan Yan stamp of quality. But in the spirit of radical transparency, I'm gonna play a few of them for you now. This first song is called Trauma, and it deals with the issue of intergenerational trauma, using the power of rap.
Lil Yanny, DJ Snakehead, Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. We got trauma, mama, ex-mama. We ain't want no drama, we got trauma, mama, ex-mama. We ain't want no drama, we got trauma.
This next song was an attempt to reach across the aisle to an audience with different political beliefs, but it ended up being a heavy-handed attempt to pander to conservative Vietnamese Americans with a catchy tune called Dung Roy.
First thing first, this is Trump country, Dung Roy. Don't stand a flag if it ain't got stripes, Dung Roy. Top your foot with bean sprouts if you don't do that, you're a communist, Dung Roy, oh boy, Dung Roy.
I grew up on a lot of heartfelt Mando pop, and oftentimes these songs would be like a confession or an apology to someone. And I wondered if I wrote my own heartfelt Mando pop confessional apology, who exactly would it be for?
你是我的心动，你是我想拥有的一切，请你让我坦白，你的光辉仁慈乖巧强颜模样，你像芬芳茉莉花在春天开放，我怎么还能认为你是理所当然的？现在只能唱一首求你原谅我的歌。我们的 OG Asian YouTubers, you were the first. Why did we leave you on Earth in search of stars and galaxies? You were supposed to be a new generation's voice. We used you up, we had no choice. Now BTS is the soundtrack, and Aquafina plays all the parts, but we'll never be a part in the cinema of my heart. Ryan Higa, Kino Grannis, AJ Raphael, Kev, Jumbo, Wong Fu, Michelle Fan as well, Timothy, De La Ghetto, Natalie Tran, 还有 many others 付出的贡献。When YouTube was the underdog and needed content, you powered it with the blessing of your talent. Now the culture has moved on, kindly fuck off. Maybe start a Twitch or Patreon, or maybe become a monk. 我们的 OG Asian YouTubers, are we the worst when we content too. What's the fun in learning our lesson? Forgive us for how we treated you. I was still new and failed to see the care I didn't keep would be returned tenfold on me. Oh, gee, Asian YouTubers, you were the first when we were dying of thirst. You fed us tea, milk, and honey. You were supposed to be a new generation's voice. We used you, hope we had no choice. Dance, TikTok, monkey dance will never be enough. Now the crosses are trained and the safety is off, but we'll never be apart in the cinema of my heart. Said we'll never be apart in the cinema of my heart.
Wait, hold on. Whose bags are these? You're leaving today? Weren't you just applying to college? Wow, congrats, Al. That's honestly amazing. I guess I just didn't realize you'd be leaving so soon. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, this next song is for all the single ladies.
It's been many moons since you've had someone to hold. Love is cruel and the night is cold. What are you gonna do? Your friends aren't very helpful. Your parents are very doubtful. But your lifestyle blogger on Instagram says you like her can be happy. She's a charming woman of color, and she says don't settle for less. In the background of her photos, ever present is her underwhelming white boyfriend. She's always had to work harder. She's always had to act stronger. Whatever shit life keeps throwing her way, she writes to me another day. He just drank his last Mountain Dew. Baby, can you buy me more Mountain Dew? Don't get squirt like you did the last time. Squirt and Dew are not the same thing. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. No, they're not the same thing. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Squirt and Dew are not the same thing. Mountain Dew is amazing. Squirt tastes like butthole. She's a charming woman of color, and she says don't settle for less. In the background of her photos, ever present is her underwhelming white boyfriend. She speaks languages fluently. She sends money to family. Your and your he can't tell which is which. According to him, it's Bob's a total bitch. Caught with his ex's nude pics. Got too excited on January 6th. Thanks for buying the Mountain Dew, but this is cold red. I want it regular Dew. Give me what I want. I want it regular Dew. Give me what I want. I want it regular Dew. Give me what I want. It's not that hard to do. He's not even hot, not that that matters, but he isn't. He's not even hot, not that that matters, but he isn't. He's not even hot, not that that matters, but he isn't. He's not even hot, not that that matters, but he isn't. He's not even hot, not that that matters, but he isn't. Watch him failing upwards, flirting with mediocrity. deserve more. I hope you know that. You deserve the world. I hope you know that. When things were at their worst, you were always the first to stand up for me, for what you believe in. You deserve more. I know you know that. You deserve the world. I know you know that. Honestly, any guy would be underwhelming for you, but these whites sure do set the bar low. Hekenika no hakujin kareshi. Hekenika no hakujin kareshi, 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 kareshi. Hekenika no hakujin kareshi, 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 kareshi. Hekenika no hakujin kareshi, kareshi, kareshi.
Owl's Cakes is closing! Get mouth-watering cakes for owl-tastic prices. Everything must go! We are not closing because of the pending class action lawsuit by Owl and Associates. Eat rocks, Owl and Associates. Eat rock cakes. They're very sweet, allegedly.
You're usually so self-assured, but today you're feeling unmoored. In the storm, waiting for a sign, you attempt to pick a wife. You wanna seem sophisticated at this dinner party you're on your way to, but your fancy degree won't help elucidate these bottles in front of you. Turns out when you were busy smoking weed and eating hot Cheetos, the wine industry made a million different wines. Their names are all French, they're all in the store, now choose. Why can't it be simple like milk? There are only two types of milk that you know of. Why can't it be simple like red and white? Now there's orange wine, you know nothing, then your phone rings. How are you still at the store? Do you even care anymore? It's your girlfriend. She says don't tell me that you've given up. You panic and say, girl, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. She says we're breaking up, then ends the call. You wanna seem sophisticated at this dinner party you're on your way to. If you wanna be congratulated, pick a natural wine. Let me tell you why it's biodynamic, good for the planet. Do you really think she's gonna go through with it? You check the time, you buy that wine. Now you're in line, but you're not fine. Even though you make the wine, you're not fine. Might this be the last night stalling in the wine aisle, dreading the effort behind her smile? It's not like the way it used to be. You were both young, you were both free. Is this growing up? Is this falling out of love? Call her and ask exactly to where you're driving. You know nothing as her phone rings. You pull up on the side of the road, a snowy and cold, darkened highway. You're so late. So what's another few hours till daybreak? For her sake, heed the silence on the other end of the line. Shotgun a whole bottle of natural wine and you cry and start the car when the radio stops you. They're playing the song that played when you first met her. Eventually, it became the song you called our song. You turn it down to a hum and you gently sing along. Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Don't mind me.
I still haven't quite figured out what the last song should be. This is what I have right now. Here, I'll play it for you.
也许我不是梦想的欲望，但我留在你身旁，最少是个为你帮个忙。我也会说我听 喜欢自己这样，亲友们一转眼就分开了20年，渴望回到先前那个还没有能懂，如今能懂的我。Close your eyes, you're there in that schoolyard, your face pressed up against the fence, saying goodbye again. You're telling them how it's been since you last saw them. You're telling them what it's like here, but just the good parts. They laugh at you and say you're so lucky. Would you agree? Don't look away, don't look askance at me. They're wondering the fare you traded for passage surely promises a toll on you, and the toll you pay surely takes a hold of you. Laughing is free, this show is free. Nothing and nobody is free. So if I was nothing and if I were nobody, might I be free? What's the fun in learning our lesson? Forgive us for how we treated you. I was so new and failed to see the care I didn't keep would be returned tenfold on me. Our life is movement. Tell me, how did it turn out so wrong? We had many hopes and dreams. This is how it happened. Tell me now just how it happened. Do you have the answers I seek? Are you lost, just like me? You're much older, or are you still that naive kid who barely made it through the fair? You traded for passage, surely promises a toll on you, and the toll you pay surely takes a hold of you. You deserve more, you know that. You deserve the world, you know that. When things were at their worst, you were always the first to stand up for me, for what you believe in. Said you were not far from danger. Do you feel like you're no stranger? My name's Yan. Maybe now you won't feel so damn. Maybe now you won't feel so damn. Maybe now you won't feel so damn alone. Story.
Earlier in the show, I read you a letter from my past self. Turns out I also have a letter from a much older version of me. The song is called Dear Past Me.
Dear past me, can you believe my time is almost up? What's up? Bet you're wondering how your future's gonna shake out. I'm not supposed to say, but fuck the government, I'll do it anyhow. Did my loved ones leave me? Everything's a blur since the World War between China and the USA. Were we still young when the buses snatched us all away? People seem to think it wouldn't happen again. Tell that to my bunkmate who's been eating gruel since 2040. In the camps, we frolic in the grass. Where's my family? It's better if you don't ask. Dear past me, maybe I'm lying to you. Maybe I'm old and confused. Does anything get past you? Oh, nothing is free, dear past me, when you lay down your head of worry. Dear past me, come spring we'll be 60. I'll tell you what our grandparents told us when they were my age. Saying goodbye, holding me, trying not to cry. Child, be strong, and child, don't be long. To the ones I neglect and the things I regret, so long. Hey, younger me, I'm awake but just barely. No warmth, no light, nobody by my bedside saying goodbye. What do you make of my life? Might I be free at last? The answers eluded me the past lifetime. Dear past me, guess why I'm talking to you? 'Cause I got nobody else to care for the ones who raised you. Isn't that what they taught, dear past me? Can you find a way to care for me?
Well, we've come to the finale, and while I can't say I'm ready to go, but I did finally finish that song.
All I seem to do is leave. Thought that I was better, that somehow I might be free, but maybe it's in my mind, and maybe some things just take time. But how would I know if I only leave? All I seem to do is grieve. Tell me, where's the comedy in this toll that has been taken on me? Maybe it's in my mind, and maybe someday you will find somebody like you. You were alone when it happened, and you'll find yourself calling out, child, don't be long till you're back again in my arms. Child, I'll be gone till that day you'll be safe from harm. Child,